as an operator, we do not have a WiMAX strategy. Right? Our strategies take form in the interface with our customers, so it's more about offerings and products and services. That's where we have the strategies. And from these strategies, we try to find technologies that support the requirements we find in these strategies. We do find possibilities for WiMAX as a technology to support our, for example, fixed wireless access strategy in rural areas outside ADSL coverage. That's one possibility. There is also some backhaul or transmission applications, especially in markets where we have poor transmission. WiMAX has, as a technology, has some opportunities, especially in the fixed wireless access outside of ADSL coverage. Now that depends on market a little bit, but I mean that's one position. And the other opportunity I think also WiMAX have is as a next generation hotspot, replacing Wi-Fi or at least coexist with Wi-Fi. And that depends on a little bit, you know, how fast you will have built into laptops and such things. WiMAX also have some disadvantages which are important when you talk about mobile nationwide covered system, and that is the mobility issue. It doesn't seem to be, at least in the beginning, to be as mobile as UMTS systems. I think by now we have a pretty good understanding about the time frames of WiMAX. We saw, for example, when the standard of 16D was ready and how long it took to get certified products for that. And we can expect something similar, I guess, for 16E. And we also follow, of course, the certification process. So we believe that there will be certified products in the end of next year, like maybe October, November next year, but maybe not built into notebooks, maybe more like PCMCI cards and so on, and built into notebooks somewhere the year after that. All markets will go technology neutral at some point. The question is when. That's I mean, is it now or is it going to be 5 years from now? But there is a trend towards technology neutrality irrespective of bands. The European regulators are not really harmonized yet. They're trying to get into a common view on things, but they are not. So I expect it to be in some countries more a technology neutral approach, while in some countries more like what was promised from the start, like a UMTS extension band approach. So it will be available in some countries, but I don't think it will be available all across Europe unless all the regulators manage to agree on something. I will expect there to be competitors in our markets, of course, and they might use different technologies from what we are using, and I have no problem with that. For us, at least today, it will be mostly the Wi-Fi model, but since we don't know exactly what mobile WiMAX actually will deliver, it's a little bit early to say, actually. There's a lot of talk about what it can deliver in terms of bandwidth and range and so on, but we usually tend not to believe anything until we have seen it ourselves in our own tests. And what we usually see in our own tests is it's much more less than what we hear from the manufacturers.